We got to go back to what was happening on the show this week. And as you guys know from watching our show week to week, we've been kind of going over the most stressful, most cringe-worthy moments for each of us on every single episode. And there are a lot. There are always a lot, but that's a part of the fun, right?
Yeah, it is. That's what keeps you kind of hooked onto the TV, right?
So I know you had a really good one that you liked having to do with Dean.
Dean, yeah, just because I like Dean. He's my boy.
You guys know each other?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
And when he was struggling to get in that serious zone with Rachel and started asking her about the Tooth Fairy, and I think he finalized with, what's your favorite dinosaur? I mean, come on, Dean, you got to know time and place. And Rachel was getting serious. You got to be able to get serious in that conversation.
I did feel bad for him, though, because clearly there's a lot more happening with him and his concerns. But she's not the one who's going to let you mess around like that.
Right.
But I was definitely like, not really feeling great.
I think he was just really, I think he had a lot of anxiety about the hometowns thing, and he should have just talked to her about it instead of talking about dinosaurs. But I really like Dean.
Yeah.
Is he as sweet as he seems?
Yeah. He's a nice guy.
He seems really genuine.
I think I saw a tweet from him yesterday that I was like, but seriously, Rachel, what's your favorite dinosaur?
I'm not going to lie. The whole time we've been sitting here, I've been like, what is my favorite dinosaur? That is such a hard question to answer. So many options.
I'm going to go with Brontosaurus.
That's a good pick, girlfriend.
It's like long, it's like tall, you know?
And they're also vegetarians, I think, right?
Yeah.
Anyways,
conscious.
Before this show takes a really deep dive into an abyss we can never come back from. So my cringeworthy moments, I actually have a two-parter. They all have to do with making out. First one, Brian and Rachel. What an epic date, just getting to like hit up the Breitling store in Switzerland, but then they were so moved to joy that like he almost ate her face while they were inside the watch store.
Did he get a watch?
He was so excited about that watch.
I really hope he got a watch.
He got a Breitling?
Yes. He did. He got a watch. And then flash forward to another kiss on the show. This is poor Matt when he went home. But here's the thing, guys, as we kind of already talked about, like, who is Matt?
What?
Why was she so sad about him leaving? We never saw him on the show.
See, that's difficult because obviously she cared. She cried. There was a connection there. There was a relationship. Why didn't we get to see that?
Exactly. And not only did she cry, she's like, I'm going to have to send you home, walk you out, cry, cry, cry. Then right before I put you in the car, now we're going to make out really quick. I'd be like, no, shop is closed.
Is that like a sympathy kiss? Like, is that what that is?
Yeah, that definitely is a sympathy
kiss. Does that happen? Is that a real thing? Okay.
Those are real.
Well, I feel like when you are the Bachelor or the Bachelorette, it's just like you got to be willing to like, you got to make out with everyone. Life is so hard.
Yeah.
You got to make out, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Part of the job.
Simone, what's your stressful, most cringeworthy moment?
I did get pretty stressed out when Rachel and Peter were sitting down after their Alpine date, which looked super cold. Peter started talking about his last relationship, and he got teary-eyed. He actually got really emotional. And I'm like, maybe you're not fully over that person. I don't know what was going on, but he seemed a little too emotional and not far enough removed from that relationship. And then he was also like, you know, if I'm not feeling this, I'm gonna let you know, by the end of this. It was just sort of like a negative, put like a ominous tone on the whole conversation.
Yeah. It was really weird, but mostly when he was talking about his ex-girlfriend, and he's like, she was standing and I could see her in the rearview mirror and she was crying. And then I was like, did you run her over or something? Like, what happened after that?
Very dramatic.
Because I was like, to me, I don't know, dude. That just sounds like you broke up. Sucks, but like, everyone's been there.
Yeah.
Right. You know?
Right.
Good to know he has emotions, though.
Yeah, he's sensitive.
Cringe.
Yeah.
Do they try to get everyone to cry on the show, too?
They don't try.
They don't have to try?
They might, I mean, the recipe is there if you want to cry.
100% true.
Yeah.
If you want more weirdness, click that box over on the left to get us talking about poop from The Bachelorette, or click that box over on the right for a fun game of F, Marry, Kill.